should see red.
Greetings, Raider Nation. This week, we're taking on the Baylor Bells. Some of the Baylor fans are really starting to annoy me now. Now, there are some good ones. Some ones that are reasonable. Some that you can talk to. But within the past couple years, I've been seeing a lot more of this. And this year, it's getting a bit worse. But you have these people constantly saying, Baylor's underrated. Baylor's getting no respect. Why is TCU ranked higher than Baylor? Baylor's the greatest team in the land. I mean, look at everyone else. Look at us. We're performing way better than everyone else is. Why are we getting no respect? Okay, Baylor. Maybe the reason that no one gives you any respect is because you play no one out of conference. That's a big part of your problem. You have a cupcake of a schedule. You have a schedule that is more cupcake than some of the SEC teams. I mean, who have you really played this year? SMU, and I'll get that to you. That's a rivalry game. No biggie. Even though they suck, you like playing them. I understand that. Lamar. Who is really holding Lamar? I mean, it was just a mid-tier FCS team. And you schedule them because reasons. And Rice, a team that Texas beat this year. And we all seen Texas. It's not that pretty. That's your big win this year. That's gonna be the thing you say, hey, look how we were from out of conference. We hung up 70 points against Rice. Well, no shit. No one did not expect you to lose to Rice or not to blow them out. You did what everyone already knew you were gonna do. Blow them out. So, congrats. You just showed us what we already knew for a fact. That you can kick Rice's ass and you're a much better team than them. Well, golly gee gosh. I never would have guessed. I mean, Baylor schedule harder teams. Look at Kansas. Kansas schedule Power 5 teams. I mean, and they know full well that they have a good chance of getting their ass kicked by them. Yet they still do it. Hell, even the other teams they schedule are close to the skill level. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that all out-of-conference schedule was tough and hard. Because, let's face it, it wasn't the hardest thing ever. Texas is the hardest one with teams like Cal and Notre Dame. Yeah, that's not a schedule that many teams would want to have. But at least we are playing teams like Arkansas. Take them as what you will. At least we're trying to show how good we are and make a few surprises. Well, you just stick to the basics. Playing teams you were playing at a time before you were a national spotlight team. Gotta change the time, Baylor. You can't keep playing these cupcakes. But anyway, on to the game at hand now. About 4 minutes in. This year, Baylor's quarterback is nowhere near the kind of athlete as the previous ones were, with Bryce Petty and RG3. But Seth Russell against these three opponents only has 995 yards. He couldn't get over 1,000 yards passing against these teams. That's kind of pathetic. I mean, if you do not play against these teams on a level of complete and utter ownage, passing it, I mean, sure, you put the points, but where are the passing yards? I think most of it has gone to the running backs they have now, with Linewood and who's the other one? Williams, who both have around 300 yards plus rushing. So they've been running a bit more often than not. So maybe that's why they don't have as many passing yards. Or maybe that's just the fact that Seth Russell's not that good of a quarterback. For he already has 4 interceptions so far this year. 3 of them came against Lamar. If you're throwing 3 picks to Lamar, something's wrong. And granted, he didn't throw any against Rice, but again, that's freaking Rice. Oh. Now, the big target on offense is, oh, what's his name? There you go, Kobe Coleman. There we go. Coleman has been a really big target for them so far, and think of him as the Dachshund. We saw what Dachshund TCU did to us. Not a pretty picture. Hopefully we learned our lesson, and we're going to make sure the big time receiver doesn't get wide open or get so many yards after catch or break any big plays. Containing him is a big key to winning. Not so much worrying about Seth Russell, but worrying about Coleman. He is the one we gotta watch out for. Big time. Now, there's another receiver there who is slightly worrisome, but I'm not gonna mention his name because he's not worth it. Because he only had 1 big game. The rest he's been about equal to the other ones. Now, if we come out playing the same way as we did against TCU, I think we have a really good shot at winning this game. For TCU, regardless to the Baylor fans who say TCU is garbage, they're overrated, they're not a good team. If TCU can play their way through injury, I think we can easily beat Baylor completely. For Boykin is a much more dangerous quarterback than Seth Russell. For he can kind of mix up some of his legs, and we've seen him play constantly. We know how good he is. Seth Russell has been a bit iffy, and I expect him to throw quite a bit of picks in this game and make a lot of mistakes, because our defense, after being shut out of turnovers last game, is going to be starving. We're going to be hankering for some turnovers, and expect that to be a deal breaker for Baylor. We've been pretty clean lane so far, returning the ball over, and I don't see Mahomes having too much trouble finding out where to go in this Baylor defense. Now, hopefully he is back to full health in this game. I mean, once he went down a bit in TCU, we lost a bit of our offensive power with his legs. But after seeing how well he played in TCU, I think he should be back to really good health by the time Baylor rolls around. Now, instead of doing my normal score prediction for this game, because I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. I mean, I think the over-under is about accurate for this game this time, unlike against TCU. But here's what I'm going to say. If Mahomes is not at full health for this game, we're only going to win by 2 possessions. Now, if he is back to full health, if he has his legs back and we can maneuver more, 3 possessions. This Baylor team about to get a rude awakening. Now, on a side note, I may actually be at this game. So, hopefully if I go, I can bank some luck. Because I've never been to a Baylor game before. Because the Baylor Tech game, ever since I've been at Tech, was always at Jerry World. And I never wanted to go down to Dallas or Lubbock, because that's just a pain in the ass drive. And that's just a 1 weekend down, and I was always swamped at schoolwork half the time, so yeah. But anyways, hopefully I'll be able to go. I think I may be able to go. I have a good chance of going. But if not, no, well. So, enter after the game, Raider Nation. Guns up, way to power, and back in